Hello YouTubers and Wooters. If you got a Archos tablet from Woot, this is going to help you understand a little about it as far as modding it and etc. So at forum.xda-developers.com/showthread.php?t equals 1941377. If you go to that link, you'll come up to this thing right here, and it states Quinobiz ICS, which stands for Ice Cream Sandwich, for Gen 8 based on CM9 Beta 2.6. And you want to, before even doing any of this tutorial, you want to scroll down. You want to get this one and these three. So you want to get this one and these three. Alright? You also, before doing any of those, you want to go to Archos' website at archos.com. You want to click on downloads. Alright? You want to click on firmware and special developer edition firmware. Now, the firmware is your stocked firmware. In case you brick your tablet or your device, your Android device, you can go back to the way it was when you got it from the store, out of the box, from Woot, whatever. This is your backup plan in case something screws up. And if you got the Archos A70H, A70S, let's see here, any of the Gen 8s, you want to click the drop down menu, and you want to go to this one right here where it says Archos 28, 32, 35, 43, 70, 101 Internet Tablets, Archos 35, Home Connect Smart Home Phone. And click that. When you click it, it comes up with this right here. Alright? Click that right there. This is how you install it. You want to make sure your USB is plugged into your tablet. You can be on the home screen of your device, and you would copy this file right here. I got two of them. I'll explain why. This one right here, and it's going to be a .aos. Copy that to the root of your device while it's still on. It's going to come up, oh, install, blah, 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 blah. And that's how, you know, you get a .aos. Now for the SDE, you're going to scroll over here, and this one right here, this says Archos 101, 70, 43, 32, 28 Internet Tablet. Click it. Click Agree, Validate, and download the file. And that's why I got this top one. Alright, this is the one that you want to do on the home screen of your Android device to get into rooting, modding, etc. I got mine named SDE, that way I don't get the stock firmware mixed up with the developer edition. So I can, you know, keep them separate. I went brain dead there for a second. So when you get these two files, alright, and you know which one's the SDE, and you have that installed, you're going to go to your device. When it reboots, it's going to come up Archos. Then it flashes and it says Archos again. Alright? The way you get in this menu is hold the volume rocker up, you know, the up and down on the volume. The up, volume down. Hold it, power your device on. When the Archos comes up, 1, 2, 3 on the power, keep holding the volume up button down. It's going to flash Archos again. Click the power button one more time. It comes up to this screen. Developer Edition is the SDE. Alright? That's how you go into that. But you ain't got nothing installed yet, so there's no reason to go into it. What this allows you to do is use custom kernels and intras, and also load like CM7. In my opinion, it sucks. It reboots. It doesn't work with this particular Gen 8. Anything with a hard drive, CM7 don't work. And CM9. You can also get a rooted kernel, and so you don't have to go through the commands of ADB. And that's what I have on mine in particular. And yeah, so you're going to go down to here to this recovery system. And I'm trying to do this with one hand. And you're going to click on Developer Edition. Alright. You're going to go to Flash, Kernel, and Intra. Needless to say, you already have this one, this one, this one, Z images, and the data. You're going to go over here. Right here. Here they are. Alright. If you go and hit your, if you're on Windows 7 for all you basic users, and you hit your Alt key, go to Tools, Folders Options, View, and hide extensions for known files and types. You want to take a check out of that, click OK. Then you'll see your extensions. That says like .zip, etc. You want to click this file, go all the way from the P of zip, and go all the way up and delete all that. See how I got it? Delete it all. When you do, it's going to come up to being like this. Say yes, la da 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 da. Alright. When you click this right here, make sure you have your USB plugged in. You click it, it's going to come up with a box like this. Alright? I mean, you can even see it says USB connection. It's going to come up with a box like this. You open the box, and you'll copy the Z image and you'll copy this infras. Copy them one at a time, or you'll get, you know, a mess up. Alright, like that. Alright? Then you'll go back down here and you'll click OK and it'll do its thing. After it does what it's got to do, you'll come back into this mode. Okay, there we go. You'll come back into it. Mine's going to error because I'm not having CM7 on it anymore. Or CM9, I mean. And you'll come to a... you'll go to... Let me reboot. Try to hold this. One hand. Hold volume down. 1, 2, 3. One. Alright. And the way you navigate on this menu is your volume rocker. The down volume goes down, the up volume goes up, and the power button's how you select stuff. Alright. You'll come back into this after your kernel's been flashed. You come in here. You go to Repair System. You go to Store USB MCS. Repair System. Store USB MSC. I'm sorry. It'll boom. It'll say that. A box will pop up. This is just like, this is the same box that you would see in storage mode unstocked. It'll be the exact same thing. It pops up like so. You click open and you'll be here. Now we get to the goody goods. That data that you did, you want to extract it. Extract here. Alright? And let it do. I'm trying to make sure this video is not too long because it ends up being humongous when I put this on this YouTube. 100%. Ba-boom. Now, this is the one that I would prefer using. You have a hard drive. It works flawlessly. I have no problems with it. What you want to do with this is delete everything that's the numbers. Just delete the numbers. Make it say data underscore dot image on whichever one you want. The 256, the 512, or the 1024. I use the 1024, and make it look like this. Alright? So it'll end up looking like this file right here. Alright? And as you see, scroll up. He specifically states right here, download the CM9, which you get from the A70-A70S2, and then he tells you download this. I showed you where you get this, and then he goes into saying this right here, rename to this. So boom, see, you want to put the ICS on it. I did forget about that, I do apologize, but you want to make that data that I showed you, this right here. Alright, now as far as your image or custom ROM, he goes to telling you right here that you uncompress it and you copy and paste the root of the SD card, like CM7, and that's where you put this data underscore ICS.image in the I'll actually grab it so you can see what I'm talking about. Downloading. It doesn't take long for me to download it. It's 115 megabytes. You can see how fast that's going. I got 50 megs down. This video is already too long because I'm doing fine on the video quality. So it'd be like 720p. You know, super fine is like 1080p. And the better the quality, the bigger the video. 6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. We click it. Alright. Come on. I have the Archos A70H. There's an Archos A70S and an Archos A70B. The letter means H means hard drive, S means SD card, and the B is just the newer version of them both. It has an SD card on it. It's like the S, but it's got its firmware is, I think, 2.3 or 3.0. You must have WinRAR to open these zips. 7-zip would do it, but either way, and it's got this right here. See how it says A70.image? Drag it, extract it, copy that image to the root of your hard drive or SD card if you're using an A70S. Any Gen 8, you know, if it uses the SD card, copy this to the root on top of the data underscore ICS.image that you created. If you're using a hard drive, I use the 1024. So that 1024 you want to change to capital ICS.image. Copy them one by one to the root of this directory. And then you'll go over here, you click OK, you click No, and then you will reboot. You come back into this, holding your volume button up. 1, 2, 3, power button, still holding volume button up, down. 1, come into this menu again, and then you do a developer edition. So I'm going to go ahead and go into developer edition, holding my volume down, my volume up, down, push it, still holding it down, 1, 2, 3, still holding it down, 1, bam. It took me a while to figure it out. Archos' website just says click it once. That's a lie. It's actually done that way. And then you click this right here and it says booting in developer edition, and it'll go into it. It'll load up. Yours will probably say open AOS, something like that right here, and then it'll go into CM9. Then you'll want to you'll have to skip the Google stuff and sign into Wi-Fi. And whenever this thing gets booted up, I'm actually going into a custom kernel that has this device rooted. When I go in this developer, one thing that's cool about that is getting the SDE is you can actually run 2 different ROMs. So you could have the stock ROM and then a custom ROM. So you could have like the stock ROM. If you don't push nothing, it just goes into it stock. If you do hold your volume down, 1, 2, 3, 1, go into it, develop edition, then you could have like CM9. Mine does the kernel custom. I use ADW launcher. There it goes. Alright. And ADW launcher is pretty nice. It makes the device, gives you this. One thing that makes this device, whether you're using a custom or stocked, one thing that makes this device quick, still pictures. I mean, as you can see, mine's still booting up because I went into this custom, and I actually use CPU master. This thing has 1 gigahertz or 1000 megahertz processor in it, and so when you root it, you can use it. I also use Android hardware info. I'll click that. Oh, it's still loading. Pros about this device is hard drive. It's a multimedia, man. Put all your music and movies on it. Holy cow, it's amazing. The cons, you do feel the hard drive a little bit, and the speed. I mean, like I said, the only way that I got this thing running as fast as I do is still picture and rooted. Still picture main thing. Alright. So, now. Wait. Alright, there we go. Alright, so. As you can see, CPU master. Blah, 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 blah. Let me drag this back over here. Drop it. Alright. Now. Pinch it. Comes up like that. Tap. As you can see, I'm going to show you how quick this is. No. Pretty quick. One piece of software I would prefer you getting is hardware info. I'll click it real quick. Click it. Alright, there we go. And you can get it from the Google Play Store. I will show you that on my monitor. Google Play, Android hardware info. I'm using this particular piece of software to show you what model I have. Right there tells you your Android version, the whole 9 yards. And you can get all this information from settings, about phone or about device or whatever at the bottom of your settings. Click it, it'll tell you what your model is and your firmware. But this thing also does, your fingerprints, your build ID, your brand, your product, your device, those things you need if you're going to tweak your device and use a build.prop. Does your memory, it does everything in here. I love I have it on all my Android devices. I've modded several. And then your system thing to close anything down. Now, some fine points. If you do not want to root your device, but you want the Google Store on it, that the apps lib, it sucks. It's doesn't have nothing there. It's not like the Google Play Store. You want to go grab a program called Archos. Alright? Put it to your SD card, whether it's the root, download folders where I usually put mine, install it, make sure you have unknown sources checked, and in your settings, then go in your file manager, whatever you use, stocked or whatever. Find the file, click it, install it. go here, and it'll come up with an icon like this, Archos Tools. You'll click it. When you click it first, it's going to say update. You say yes, install, and then you got to go back into the program. When you go back into the program, wow, 20 minutes has already passed. You're going to click this thing right here. Click. And as you see right there, it says default apps market version 3.3.4. That's what I did. Alright? When you do that, you click it. You'll click download. After it downloads, then you'll click install app. After it installs, you'll reboot your device. Make sure you have Wi-Fi on. That way you can sign into your Google account or create one. Now, for some reason, if you forget to sign into your Wi-Fi thing before you reboot, you want to skip all that Google stuff, go into account and sync, click on add account, and click on Google. Then you'll click next, blah blah blah, and that's how you get it. So that puts Google Play Store on a stock. That does CM9. Like, comment. I'm here to help. And yeah, this is the Gen 8 Archos. Mine's the hard drive edition, which is the A70H. The S is the same thing. The H stands for our hard drive. The S stands for SD card. This is Red Baron. Thanks again, Woot, for this this tablet. And peace.